Pick'em's time once again for the Blast TV Austin Major, the first major of 2025, and it's one to be very excited about because we're finally getting a major back in North America. The fans have certainly been looking for that. If you look at Dallas crowd, it's always been good. Well, this is going to be bigger, better in every single way because it's a major and that always delivers. But doing these Pick'ems, it's stage one. It is never easy, and especially as Valve have not made a better format. PTL right now run the best format in Counter-Strike. Swiss system like we have at the major, but no best of ones. All best of threes and even a third place decider, which I would love to see for our majors, especially as the major is the most desired event from fans. People who don't even follow the rest of the esports scene come back in to watch just the majors specifically. All the players, it's their favorite event. It's the ones they dream of winning, even attending just to get their stickers in the game. So please, Valve, fix this for us. I hope it will come soon. But I'm going to get us in game. I'm going to get these picks started to go. I already got one placed here, and that's Heroic. Heroic in the 3-0 spot. Now, they almost made the playoffs of Dallas. They look like a very well put together team. Some young players was individually sharp. Performances to be proud of as well. They were in Mongolia for the Mesa event, and they actually won the whole thing over big in the final. Not the top tier of opposition in there, but to go to a LAN, which I know had a few confusing conditions. It wasn't like going to a PGL or a Blast event, for example. I think the only thing that could maybe hurt Heroic here is pressure, but also the fact that Saul, the coach, and Sampaias Diorpa has been rumored to be going to G2. But I still think they've got enough quality, enough desire, enough hunger that this team should be going 3-0 with that. And the next one I want to see go through, I was looking at complexity as like, yeah, that could be an option. But I'm going to give it to the boys from Ukraine on Bait. Bait right now, I know, I've seen from stories, they've been on a boot camp grinding hard for this. They got all their visas, they're in a good spot, and they are a team of very hungry young players. MPL from his Navi days, Headtrick from his NIP days, they've all come together, and they're truly a team that enjoy playing with each other. And I feel like this stage one, especially with their performances online, this will be great for them. And also, they've been getting more experience. They won the Challenger League as well for Europe, which is pretty impressive. It's kind of against similar opposition that you see here, at least from the European teams. So this should be a good spot for them. To go on to our 0-3s, I'm sad to say it, NRG. They do okay within North America. They're not obviously the best team in North America. They are fighting out there, but they still lose to some of the South American talent. They lost to Legacy in recent times as well. When they've gone up against harder opposition, it is as where they struggled. They've got some experience in there, but it's a weird mix of teams and players on this team because I feel like they could be better, but something's always holding them back. And I just think right now for them, there's going to be a lot of pressure for them being a North American team to do well here, and that's where it's going to fall apart from pretty badly. My next 0-3 is Chinggis Warriors. Now for Chinggis Warriors, I'm making sure I get my notes right on this. I don't think they're as bad as people think, but I do think they don't have much experience against international competition, and that's gonna hurt them. They might be able to shoot hard in a best of one's probably their best bet of getting something done, but after that, it's gonna be GG because I feel like once a team knows how to deal with their style, then it's gonna be a bit more easy for teams to be able to handle and do some damage against. Going on the other side though, staying with Asia and going to the other teams that will qualify. Now we've got 6 more teams we can choose from here. I got my hand hovered over Tyloo. I don't think many people are going to put them through, but I believe in this Tyloo. I remember back at the previous EPL, they made it through the first play-in, or stage 1 technically, of whatever EPL is nowadays. They are winning everything like internally within Asia, also against the Oceanic teams. Even a team like FlyQuest or Chinggis, Flux or Legacy, like I can see them beating it. If they had a matchup against Linvision, they would beat Linvision as well. I feel like this is a team that, depending on how the matches go, remember, there's always upsets where things go left, right, center. Tyloo should be a team that has the caliber to come out on top and make it through to stage 2. And I think that'd be really good for them as well. Complexity, I definitely see going through. But it is a team where I think they have such crazy ups and downs. I go back to PGL Bucharest. It was in a studio environment, but they did very well. 4th place. They've made some position changes that have worked out very well for them. I feel like they're actually in a position to they'll upset themselves in some games or go a map behind in a best of 3. They could lose a best of 1, but they have more than enough right now to make it through and go to stage 2. I think anything other than going through to stage 2 and having a chance of going through to stage 3 would be disappointing for a team of their skill and their caliber. Now, this is where things get a little bit harder. Only 4 spots remain. Now, OG is one of the lowest rated teams in terms of like ranking right now, but actually is a team that's boot camping very hard. They've had some impressive results. I actually think they can be pretty damn good on the day. And the rebuild looks good. The rebuild of these players, even having Nikodos come in, who I wasn't sure was even going to get a chance to play on a high-level team again. Obviously, it's not like a tier 1 team. This is not what OG is right now. But the way they're building up, I think they have some great potential in here. I think that this is a team that enjoy playing with each other, and that's really going to help them in some more crucial, more tough games. Now, BB team over here, they should be going through. Like, they have had struggling results online. They've not looked so great at times, but you've still got Boomich, who is one of the hardest workers from the CIS region. All the things he's done with Na'Vi. This is his time. He's got Axile. They've gone through to BB. They had a good start of the year. If you think back to Blast Bounty, they showed up in some ways, and then they just got kind of screwed over by the visas. But if the full team's here in North America for stage 1 of the Austin Major, I honestly think they have enough together to make it through, to push another step forward. Now, I wanted to say some good things about Wildcard, and actually, let me just keep referring to my notes here. There's so many teams to go through. Now, they were even struggling within North America recently. I'm a big fan of Stanislaw, Jaber. I feel like there's some damage they can do here. Their opening game is actually against Suff's brother, Adam B, who's playing for Medisport. I think they'll win that. It is a team that I think, especially for a major, and remember, they've had their own training house, boot camp area in Europe, because they've got obviously a lot of European players already who already live in Europe. But it's Stanislaw and Jaber who have been living in Europe and playing and practicing. As long as that grind has been going well from stage 1 and they've come back over nicely, this should be a team that has a chance to make it through. If I compare it to the other teams left here, like Namiga, Imperial, FlyQuest, Medisport, Fluxo, Lin Vision, Legacy. Remember, Legacy's filling in because Basita couldn't get their visas, even though they did get their visas. It's a very horrible, sad situation. There wasn't much time given to them to be able to come through on that. So Basita kind of got a little bit screwed by how all that timing's worked out. But I look at this and I think Wildcard should be beating these teams. Maybe they would struggle against an Amiga, but I'm going to put Wildcard going through. Now, this last spot, I honestly think Namiga's inexperience might punish them a little bit here. I think Namiga at times has looked like a competent team. It has looked like a team that has some individuals for the future if they got onto better teams. But they don't have that much experience, and that's what could hurt them in the side. Where Imperial, they've started to grow a bit. They've had time to do some things. They do very well in South America. In Europe, not so much. And for me, it's between these two on who could grab that last spot. Surely a Brazilian team could make it through on this stage. I would love to see it. But I just feel like if it came to crunch, if it was these two going head-to-head for that last spot, I feel like Namiga, in terms of firepower and ability of the team, should win. But Imperial could win it on experience. Maybe even FlyQuest get there. Oh, this is where it's so tough, man. I've still got 10 days to make my picks, but I'm doing the video nice and early. By the way, shout out to Valve releasing this nice and early for us all to be able to do. Oh, Namiga or Imperial. This is so tough. It's two very different styles of playing as well. Namiga certainly will feel the pressure in a crunch game if they were to go 3-2, for example. Imperial should be able to handle that, should be used to handling that. Look at how they qualified last time around. They were waiting for see what the result would be of what Fury would do, see if they would make it through. If you remember Shanghai Major. I'm going to give it to Namiga on this one. Sorry to all the Brazilian fans out there. I don't see Fluxo doing well, even though that's with Art now, trying to go on a redemption arc. Imperial, obviously, there is so much skill on that team as well. Oh, but I will lock it in. I'm going to go with this. I got to stick to my guns. Remember, you need to get at least 5 right out of these we've put down. You could just get 4 if you get your 3 O's and 0 3s correct. That's nice. Is that how it works? You need to get, yeah, it's just 1. So you could do that right. But remember, if Bait or Heroic go through 3-1, I don't get a point. And that starts to hurt you. So you've really got to do well here. It's a tough system. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. These were my picks. I'll do the picks every time for every stage so you can see it all. And I also want to remind you guys of something here, which is a bit of fun you can enter in on. This one, I want to put this link in the description. This is on Skinclub, one of my partners. And this, you don't need to deposit anything. You don't need to spend any money. Skinclub do this free every single time for all the majors. They do their own pick'ems on their website. There is up to $20,000 worth of giveaway items that you can win. There's a Dragon Lore that you can win as well. And all you have to do is make your predictions down here. Look at this. In a silver tier, you just have to get 14 points for putting your stuff in. Look at what you can win. Gold tier, even nicer skins. Look at that. Classic nice. Minimal wear. Boom, that's an old school one. Diamond tier, some gloves in there as well. Platinum tier. And this is what you have a chance to win the Dragon Lore. I know everyone would like a Dragon Lore. But how you do that is you just go onto Skinclub, sign in via Steam, no deposit, no need to use a credit card, nothing like that. Make your predictions, earn some points, and then you get a chance to get in prizes. Then you can get some free cases to open on the site as well. Make sure you're over 18. Make sure you're being smart when you're doing all of this as well. This is completely free to enter. You can see mine in here. 3-0 Heroic, 0-3. Look, on this one, I put Imperial through. On this one, I put Imperial through. So I put Imperial and Amiga going through on this one. We'll have to wait and see. And stage 2 unlocks on the 4th of June. Stage 3 on the 10th. Playoff stage on the 15th. Make sure you're doing all of it. Good luck. Have fun. Let me know what you think of my pick'ems. Let me know if you agree or disagree with anything. You can give me as much shit as you want in the comments. I will reply to it. But either way, the major starts soon. Get yourselves ready. Get yourself strapped in. And I'll see you on the major.